Welcome to episode 6 of Datus Interruptis. We are improving, folks. We really are. So last night I went out with a guy who chose a place 4 minutes walking distance from me, which is awesome because then it's not as much of a time consumer to do all these dates. He chose a really cool place, which is a speakeasy. And I would not have known about that. You go in, you like move a wall that's of kegs that's sort of a door, and you go in and there's a speakeasy, and we had a good time. There's really good cocktails there, and he was really nice. 40 years old. He's got 2 daughters, but one is 20 and the other one is 22. So they're grown, which is good for me because y'all know if one person doesn't have kids and the other one does have kids, then it's like a whole thing, particularly if the kids are little. No offense if y'all have kids and you're looking to date, but it's a different ball game for people who don't have children of their own. Anyway, so he was fun and from Brazil, very Brazilian in the sense that he kept looking into my eyes and held my hand kind of early on in the date, but that was okay. He was respectful about it and he was sweet. So yeah, very Latin in that respect. Anytime hip hop music was on, which was a lot, he would start doing this. I love this music. So he was really into hip hop. He's an ex-breaker. I didn't get a b-boy vibe from him, but he said that he used to spend a huge amount of time breakdancing. I like that because I love dance and hip hop is also cool. And anyway, so I was like, you've got to show me one of your moves. And so he was like, okay, maybe I show you eventually. I'm like, no, right here, just get up. And he was like, no, it's not a dance place. It wasn't a dance place, but I don't care. So I got up, I was like, I'll dance first. And once you see that nobody cares, then you can dance. And he's like, okay, I don't know. And then I got up, he's like, no. And I was like, it's fine. So I started doing my thing, and then nobody cared, of course. And then he got up and he did this move where he like popped and locked it to like a pumping hard at the end. I can't pop and lock. So it was cute and it was really funny. So overall it went pretty well. A couple of things: big language barrier, huge, because he's only been here for 4 years. He's taking English classes. He was really sweet about it, very apologetic. I'm so sorry, my English. Thank you for being patient. And I was like, it's fine. English is a hard language to learn. He did pretty good for someone who hasn't been speaking it too long. But we did need to implement every single language that we both know. So there were times where I was saying something in English that he just didn't get. And he would say, okay, could you tell me that in Spanish? And I would tell him, and then there were some times where he really couldn't express himself, and I would just say, just tell me in Portuguese. And Portuguese and Spanish are similar enough that we could kind of get by. So that was a little tough. We'll have to see, but I don't want to rule it out. So then here's the other part, was that like at one point I was like, who does he remind me of? And then I was like, oh my gosh, you remind me of Freddie Mercury. And he was dying of laughter. He's like, I don't like Queen, I like hip hop. I'm like, I know, but you still look like Freddie Mercury. He looked exactly like the Freddie Mercury phase of when he was in the all white outfit and he did a concert that was like a benefit concert, something Aid. I want to say Rite Aid, but I know it's not Rite Aid because that's like the CVS or whatnot. Anyways, like that look with the thin mustache, but he has like here the triangle goatee. Aside from that part, he looked very much like Freddie Mercury. And I wondered to myself, will I be able to get over the fact that this man looks so much like Freddie Mercury? There are worse people to look like in the world, that's for sure. So I guess the language barrier, we'll have to see. He did ask me on a second date. I said yes, because he was fun and it was easy going, and he didn't overly identify with the pirate, so that was good. He also didn't talk about himself almost the whole time, which was good. He asked me plenty about myself. He seems like he's looking for something serious, which is also good, rather than people who just want to do their sexual escapades. No judgment, but that's not what I'm looking for. So, yeah, I'll let you know how date number 2 goes when that happens. Thanks for letting me process.